Rob, first year in the Premier League, people kind of expected you to do well, but do you think you've exceeded those expectations, especially after the start you had?
I think after the start I had, probably I was favourite to exit the Premier League on week 10. It's gone really well. I actually feel I could have probably done better. I had draws towards the end, which were didn't take me chances. At the same time, for a debut year and not being used to with the travelling and everything in it, it's gone really well. So I am pleased.
When you look world champion, you go into the Premier League, you lose a couple of matches, you lost a couple of UK Open qualifiers early as well. People start going flash in the pan, one off, never happen again. So how difficult was it to essentially prove all those people wrong?
In fairness, there was no practice regime there at the time, so I wasn't really working at the game to the best of my capabilities. So I had to change that and get that. I've still probably not got that quite right with the travelling in the Premier League. At the same time, you've got to sort it, and it's really important. Week 3 for me, when I actually got 2 points on the board, that was the changing point. You grow in confidence, you're used to the crowd, you've had a few weeks, and you get out there and enjoy it a little bit more.
What's it been like playing in this year's Premier League? Not just as a debutant, but just being on those stages every week, massive crowds, home people playing in front of home crowds, so the different kind of noise levels. It must have been very different, I suppose. It
was different at the start when you come in and the noises, and obviously when I played in Ireland first week, the noise, I never had nothing like it. It was totally different, probably unsettled me a little bit at the time. But as it's gone on, you gradually get used to it. Like I said, the hardest bit what I found was like the busy schedule with the travelling. That was, and being away from the kids. At the same time, this is my job. This is what I want to do, and this is what I want to provide for them. So I need to do it the best of my capabilities.
Do you still feel like a bit of a newbie to all of this? Or are you getting used to it now?
Used to certain things. I'm growing in confidence with certain things, especially media. But at the same time, I'm still learning. There's no doubt about it. You name anyone, and anyone what really normally succeeds needs 2 years on the tour. No one's ever done it within 2 years unless they've come BDO straight over. I have been a new starter and probably with the Premier League at a less advantage, not knowing what was coming. But next year, if I get selected again, I'll be 10 times better again, so it'll be all good.
How have you changed, do you think, over the last year or so? When you're in the players' room, you're a quiet kind of guy. Does that little star on your lapel mean that you can strut around a bit more?
No, in fairness, I like keeping myself to myself. I always talk, we have chats, but not being funny. I think I like focusing and making sure I'm right. I'm here to work. I'm not here to be best friends with anyone. So I'm here to work, and I need to concentrate on my game, and that'll be the case tomorrow night when we play.
Well, let's focus on that. You play Michael van Gerwen. Everyone knows what's coming. He's going to be chucking big scores at you, big finishes at you. But does that make you play better?
Well, I actually believe I'm going to get chances tomorrow, without a doubt. I'll score well enough and I'll get chances. It's whether I take them. If I can put the pressure on, spin it round a little bit, and then try and burst from the front, then totally different game. Michael's not unbeatable. He has a bigger threshold than any other player to put the pressure on him and make him feel it. It takes a little bit more to get him to that point. That's the confidence of the guy though, and he's amazing. Tomorrow I come in, I don't expect to lose. I'm going up there to win.
You look at someone like Michael though, and do you think there's this sort of, I asked him this aura about him because he's won so much, because he's the best in the world, or have you got the ability to shut that all off and say he's just another dart player?
I think he's proven, and he deserves it, that he's not just another dart player. He's dominating. It's like the Bristow era, the Phil Taylor era, and it's his era at the minute. But all things come to an end too, so there'll be another guy to fill that place. So he deserves every bit of credit what he's got in the game, and it's going to be a good game tomorrow.
That World Championship semi-final, that hurt him. That really hurt him.
Yeah.
He's, as you say, the best in the business at putting things behind him and getting on and moving on. But that hurt. Do you think he'll be thinking about that going into tomorrow?
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a shorter game anyway, maximum of 19 legs. We're going to get the breaks back tomorrow, which I think will help me, keep me a bit fresher mentally too. I'm looking forward to it, going over a bit of distance and not being funny. I've been back practicing now a couple of days. I'm playing well.
Best player in the world, Michael van Gerwen, Premier League champion, but you've got to beat him. What's your message to Michael going into tomorrow?
Watch out, I'm coming for you.